Lay down and take off your clothes, cause one of us is about to get dumped on. Bitcoin shorts have exploded over 1,000% in the last 24 hours as billions of dollars worth of BTC shorts attempt to dump on the market. And as the whack-off pattern approaches phase D, will Bitcoin shorters have the last laugh? And as Bitcoin struggles to maintain its daily time frame support, there's only one thing we can do. Strap in, strap on, and take a ride with me to Dumpyville. I'm your host, Shelby Sharts, and on this channel, we're not afraid to get dumped on, and boy oh boy do we have a lot to be jumping into in this video. Is the whack-off pattern coming to completion? What phase are we in of this pattern? And as well, why have we seen such an absolutely amazing, insane amount of short positions increased just today? As also, the long positions are pretty high as well, but the shorts have just exploded in what I think is maybe one of the biggest daily increases of all time. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit like, subscribe, turn these absolutely time-sensitive alerts. And without any further magoo, let's jump on in. Wow, so as you can see here, posted on Reddit by Shlammy Johnson, shorts on Bitcoin just increased 1,000% to over 24K. One contract being 5 Bitcoin, from a total of $4 billion of shorts in a few hours. And if we go over to this BTC shorts here on Phoenix, holy guacamole. Yesterday, we made a video saying, well, the short positions are coming down. Looks, you know, seeing a lot of them get closed, not as volatile or not as drastic as we've seen over the last few weeks. But lo and behold, one single day, look how much increase we've gotten just over the last, not even 24 hours. It's actually been less than the last 24 hours. It's happened very, very recently and very quickly here. Absolutely insane amount of short positions. Now, what in tarnation does that mean for Bitcoin? And as well, guys, here we have the accumulation schematic here for the whack-off events and phases. We're currently, speculatively, a lot of people believe, past phase A and phase B, and we're in the spring, and kind of like a little test here, where ideally we set higher lows, as we kind of prepare here for a mega blast off, and that is what phase D encapsulates, a absolutely mega blast off here before phase E. And so this is just a very testing time here, because as I'm recording this video, we are doing a huge test with Bitcoin's price, but it also does not look very good, and we're having a record number of shorts just pile into Bitcoin here. So the big question is, are we about to get dumped on? Or is Bitcoin about to absolutely explode going into this new month? Because if we take a look at this pattern here, roughly, this is a speculative one published just today here on TradingView that a lot of people agree with in terms of, charting the Wyckoff distribution or accumulation phase here. And basically has even like the last day or two of this month really being as we enter this phase D, potentially blowing all the way back up to those all-time highs. And the rest is history. So, or at least around that $55,000 price level. All-time highs right around 65,000. So, if we take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly chart, it's been an absolutely dumpy week. We have about roughly 48 hours until we get a new weekly candle here for Bitcoin. So far, it's been a pretty big battle. We've dipped on many charts, either right exactly to, a little bit above, or a little bit below the May 19th lows. On Bitstamp specifically, we did go a little bit below that, and as well, yet again, going below that 50-week moving average, which, I mean, at this point, Bitcoin is broken below all key moving averages. Obviously, we've gotten bearish crosses, just a lot going on. But if we go to this 1 hour chart for Bitcoin, guys, on this chart, we have some very clear, let me actually just extend this because it's a pretty important level over here, kind of that $31,000 to $32,000 level, pretty big level yet again. We see many 1 hour closes just right on there. We got many bounces over the last month as we've been in a pretty massive dumpiness. I mean, to be honest, yeah, it's been pretty dumpy. I think everyone agrees with that here. But yeah, we have multiple touches here around that 31, 32. We've not really gotten any significant closes below 30K. And so that's what makes this interesting as well, because as long as we're below 40, it doesn't really make sense to be bullish. And as long as we're above 30, or 40K and 30K, as long as we're above 30K and below 40K, not much has changed. If we're below 30K, that's pretty ultra bearish, like if we maintain that for a few days. And if we're above 40K, then that's obviously bullish, but we have clearly not been above 40K very long whatsoever. Actually, I mean, just in the last month, how long have we been above 40K? Maybe a total of like 3 days total. We had a few wicks here and there, and then we had like 1 or 2 daily closes here. But for the most part, yeah, 40K has been an absolute massive rejection level that we have not maintained at all since June began and since the crash on May 19th. And with that being said, same thing, the 21-day moving average has been immense resistance for Bitcoin. We stayed above it for almost an entire week back in the middle of June, about a week and a half ago. But other than that, it's been very strong rejections there. And if we go to the 4-hour chart as well, you see still this gigantic Fibonacci level right here around that 31.5. Very big bounces. On this 4-hour chart, we've not really gotten a single 4-hourly close below this level. And that level is roughly around 31, a little above 31,000 US dollars for Bitcoin. We don't have a single 4-hourly close below that. And so obviously 6-hour closes aren't closing below that as well, because if we can't even get a 4-hour close. Dumpiness has, when it has come and gone, dumpiness comes down really quick, but then we usually bounce very, very quick. And it's illustrated here on the 4-hour charts. 6 hours, obviously, also, you can see really big wick just a few days ago on the 22nd, where we went all the way below 30K again, but it quickly went back up. So the momentum obviously swung us down, but Bitcoin is still maintaining some pretty important levels. We are running out of support below us, other than the gigantic supports around like 20K and everything like that. Obviously Bitcoin has amazing support below 30K, where it traded for a very long time, and it was a previous all-time high and everything like that. But within this range here, we're still, as far as I can tell, trading within this descending channel. We had a little bit of a fake out up here. We had a shorter term fake out here, but as you can see, not a single daily close below this trend line, and that's why the top, this is a fake out, because we did have a few daily closes above this here for almost an entire week, and that was when we breached above the 21-day. That's why it's significant. But other than that, we came right back into it, and we've just been teeter-tottering in here for a while. So realistically right now, it's clearly bearish price action in the immediate short term. One thing we failed to do over the last 24 hours is breach back above this key level of support, turn resistance now, that we've been talking about for a long time, pretty much 33,000 to 34,000. And we failed to reclaim that, so not a hint of bullishness in the short term. Bears clearly are very much in control now. But again, it remains to be seen if they can even get a single daily close below this line. Like today, for example, where it would get ultra bearish is if we got to close anywhere below, even slightly below 31K. So if we would get a daily close even a little bit below 31K, let's say let's be safe, 30,500. If we got a daily close there, that would be the first time we've gotten a daily close outside of this line or outside of this channel since we entered it over a month ago. So, you know, Bitcoin doesn't have to drop a lot more and stay there for this to be just a very big bearish continuation here. But at this moment, if I'm being totally honest, it's still sideways. We have not made a definitive move one way or the other. Obviously, we're much closer to making a definitive move in a bearish direction than we are in a bullish direction. For Bitcoin to get anywhere close to being bullish, it needs to break 36,000 US dollars. So it needs to break 36, as also the 21-day has been kind of moving down, completely confluent also with the top of this descending channel now. So, I mean, the writing's on the wall. It's very easy at this point. Breaking 36,000 for Bitcoin is a very good short-term bullish indicator, and then also just breaking below 31,000 in the short term is a very bearish short-term indicator. But at this moment, really for the last month, even though we get big drops to the downside a lot, here, 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 and here, and we've gotten some decent moves to the upside, kind of here, not really here, but mainly here for good upside moves. For the most part, 99% of this trading has just been here within this descending channel. So still not too much until we make a definitive move. But again, even if we do have that nice little breakdown here, I just think it's very likely we bounce back up like we've been seeing. Every time Bitcoin gets one of these massive crashes where people are panicking, if you just wait a few hours, okay, you close your eyes, or you go take a walk or something, and you come back, usually Bitcoin's back above those levels. So do not get caught up in the minute-by-minute price action, as I know a lot of people were panicking back here. I was getting notifications out the wazoo when this happened, okay? I was getting notifications like crazy when this happened. And, you know, you just wait a day, and it's already back above some of these levels. But Bitcoin shorts, absolutely something to watch, already increasing since I talked about at the beginning of this video. Nothing with Bitcoin dominance. DXY still not doing much other than holding the 200-day moving average here. Okay, SPX still absolutely ripping and roaring. Okay, and altcoins kind of doing their thing as well, holding on for dear life as Bitcoin decides if it's going to take an absolute massive dump or if it's going to put its big boy pants on and give us the pump that we all desperately need. Oh, so if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you don't subscribe. Turn on notifications for these absolutely time-sensitive updates. Make sure to check out the bonuses in the description below. Get your hardware wallets. You know, if you're putting a lot of money into crypto, it makes sense to store them in a cold wallet. Even though I will say I think some exchanges have upgraded their security since 2017, but you never want to risk it. Keeping it on an exchange, that's absolutely very silly if you have a lot of money or a lot of your net worth in there. Check out some of the TA and trading bonuses below. But without any further magoo, that's it for me, baby.